my name is Myriam Onowafunmilayo, and you can call me Fumi for short. I am the business owner and founder of a business called Golden Baskets, which is a hamper, gift and favour company. So we basically specialise in bespoke giftings for all occasions, all seasons, but just also for the when you want to say something special. I think Black History Month for me, as I've gotten older through the years, from school, university and into the workplace, it's kind of meant more than just actually just celebrating, oh my god, there's like Black, famous people who've done all these things in the world or that kind of thing. I think it's been more of like a journey of discovery, and it's discovery in terms of my people, who we are, what we've actually done and contribute to society, but also just how great we are. Kind of gives me the freedom to kind of go on and be even greater. But I feel like Black History Month is not enough. But I think over the years I probably found it more. I'm not gonna lie, last year Black History Month, I think I remembered 2 weeks before the month and I was like, oh my god, yeah, Black History Month. And then I was like looking for things to do, which is a bad thing. And then it was like, there wasn't so many. And then it was like middle of October and I was like, oh my god, it's Black History Month. So I think at the moment, based on my own experience, I think we have a lot of events that might be Black owned or Black pro, but I don't think we have as much of the education in terms of about like who are Black, British, successful people, both gone before us and even now currently. So I think we are doing okay. But I think we can definitely do much better, and I think much better in the sense of like let's study and know the Black people of us within the UK, and with Africa, I think that's another big thing. I would definitely say, so the company that I come and work for at the moment, as well as my business, they actually make a really big emphasis for the whole month, and they do it through education, like really big. So they bring in a lot of like, say, Black people who were actually, so last year they did the thing called, I think it was like a Black Veteran Party, and they had all the Black men and women who served in the World War II, or some part of like the military or something, come in, and they basically just, our office like planned this massive meal and dinner for them. It was like a massive big tea party in a building. And then they just talked about their stories, and it was just so humbling to sit amongst them. And sometimes you can have like 6 to 8 on the table, and they'll just be talking about what they did, and the knowledge, the information, life back then. That I think was really an amazing thing. I think it would be nice if we could have that like on a greater scales, or where it's done a bit more frequently as well. And I think it's also a nice way, I feel like, for me to give back to them, to say, thank you for your service, thank you for what you've done, but also to find out like you guys were actually part of British history and I never knew about you. So that was cool. As a Black business owner and British as well, I would say that my culture and my community, more importantly, has really influenced my work to. So for me, whenever I create something, it's to always create a path for someone behind me. So that's a big thing for me, especially with the industry that I'm in. It is predominantly owned in terms of like on a big scale by the white ethnic. With the industry that I'm in gift world, it is majoritively run by white individuals and white large corporations. So for me, especially this year, has been about knocking on a lot of doors, and like knocking on 100,000 doors, 20,000 doors, but leaving those doors open for those behind me. So for me, that's probably been the most important thing. But also representing my culture, my community first and foremost, being confident in it, being bold about it, and not letting that shy away or die out just because of the fact I may be in a room full of, white corporate organisations and I'm a small Black business owner, but I may be small in your eyes, but I'm big in the grounds that I walk on. Golden Baskets is a gift and hamper company. So we specialise in making gifts for all occasions. But what we do with our gifts is we create our gifts so that they tell a story. So all the gifts, the favors, the hampers that we make, everything tells your story from yourself, the gift giver, to the person you're giving the gift to. So be it if it's a love story, a friendship story, a parent and a child story, a colleague story, or a story that's about to start and you just want to set it up in the right way, that's what we do. And we do that through using the 5 senses. So a lot of our products are aimed to kind of like, tantalize your senses, but to remind you of the different peaks and lows of your journey and your relationship with that individual. So that's Golden Baskets. At the moment, Golden Basket has taken a bit of a hiatus. So we've had quite a busy year, bearing in mind of lockdown. So that was actually a new avenue for us. We really went like completely online stream. So because of the lockdown, not a lot of people could buy gifts or go and select gifts. So we worked creating quite a few different new lines. So at the moment we've been working on like our bridal range, our bridal party. So these are gifts for bridesmaids, groomsmen, mother of the bride, father of the bride, and also couples, because there's been a lot of engagements during this lovely season. But at this moment, which is due to launch in October, would be our Christmas and kind of like our new homes range. So which is like gifts you'd give for someone who's either bought a new home or moved into a new place. And the gifts are centered around conversation. So just making that homely vibe, creating an environment for loving, kind conversations, and just for more love to spread. So what matters to me, I guess it's kind of like 2 things. So what matters to me as a person is finding my truth. I mean, that's the key thing, because I think a lot of the times we get focused on finding our truth, and when we find like a snippet of it, we're like, oh my god, yeah, I found myself. And then something faces us and we're like knocked back and we're like, oh my god, I don't think I can do it. But I think for me it's finding myself in different areas and environments in life and being comfortable with her, comfortable with who Myriam is, and loving her, like just pouring love on her, because when I do that, I can then pour love on others and create the space and the environment they need to grow. They need to be themselves and just share love. I think that's kind of really important to me at this moment in time. It's just, yeah. I'll say to Golden Baskets, the most important thing to us right now is creating gifts that continue to stay in our lanes. So we've kind of like loads of people starting businesses. Sometimes you can get thrown off, especially with like a lot of the support for Black Pound Day. People have been very motivated to start businesses. Sometimes you can get thrown off that someone's doing something you're doing, or an idea you've had in your head for several months, but because of fear you never did it, and then someone else did it, and then you get demotivated. It's like, do you know what? Nah, like it's okay. There's enough space at the table for everyone to eat and be successful. And as long as I'm true to myself and we're true in Golden Baskets, that's the most important things. And then we just continue to make great hampers and meet amazing, lovely people, and learning their stories and being able to create that in the hamper. That's what's important to us and true to us.